Hello friends, hello G's, it's your boy again, Falling with a Star. So guys, today we are looking at the cardiovascular system, physiology, and I'll start with the heart. We all know that the heart is a fibromuscular pump which actually pumps blood to the other parts of the body. But this heart that we are talking about consists of two main tissues. We have the conducting tissues and also the contractile tissues. The conducting tissues actually helps in generation and transport of impulses in the heart. It helps in generation and transport of impulses in the heart. And also the contractile tissues helps the heart to contract. And when the heart contracts, it pumps blood to the other parts of the body. So now let's look at the conducting tissues into detail. You see, tissues are being made up of cells. And we have 5 main types of cells that actually forms this contractile tissue. We have 5 main types of cells that actually forms this contractile tissue. And these 5 main types of cells, we also call them nodal cells. And they are the SA node, the AV node, the bundle of His, the left and right bundle branch, and we have the Purkinje fibers. SA node, AV node, bundle of His, left and right bundle branch, and Purkinje fibers. You understand? So let's look at how they generate and transport impulses in the heart. You see, this is the SA node, and this SA node is the first nodal cell to actually generate electrical impulses in the heart, and it is capable of generating these impulses on its own without the help of any external factors or mechanisms. You understand? So the SA node is capable of generating its own electrical impulses. And the question is, how do they generate these electrical impulses? They do that by undergoing what we call depolarization. You understand? So when they undergo depolarization, there is influx of calcium, and we know that calcium actually helps in contraction. So after depolarization, anytime that depolarization occurs, the thing that follows is contraction. So the question is, light and electricity, which comes first? We all know that electricity comes first. The same applies to depolarization and contraction. So there must be depolarization before contraction. Hope you understand. And you can see that this SA node, they are being connected to this AV node by these fibers here. These fibers forms the internodal pathway. So these fibers, they form the internodal pathways, and they actually conduct electrical impulses from the SA node to the AV node. These internodal pathways, which are being made up of fibers, these fibers are being grouped into 3. We have 3 main types of these fibers, and they are the Bachmann fibers, the Weckenberg fibers, and also the Tura fibers. You understand? So the Bachmann fibers, the Weckenberg fibers, and also the Tura fibers, and these conduct the electrical impulses from the SA node to the AV node. When you look at this diagram here, you can see that these fibers here don't only conduct electrical impulses from the SA node to the AV node, but from this picture you can see that some of these fibers are actually going to the moving from the right atrium to the left atrium. So that means some of the electrical impulses passes through these fibers to the left atrium, and they actually stimulate the left atrium. Hope you understand. And some of these fibers are also attached to the walls of the right atrium, so they stimulate the right atrium too. You understand? And some are also being connected to this AV node. So these ones connecting to the AV node are the ones that actually conduct electrical impulses from the SA node to the AV node. This SA node, when you look at this diagram, you can see that it is being found at the junction between the supravenar cava and the right atrium. To be specific, or to go into more detail, you can see that it is being found in the posterior walls. You understand? It is being found in the posterior walls, but at the junction between the superior vena cava, and what, the right atrium. This SA node is said to be the pacemaker for the what, for the heart. You understand? When we say that SA node is the pacemaker, it simply means that the SA node is the one that determines your heart rate. You see, we say that the heart beats averagely 70 times in 1 minute. You understand? And this is being determined by what, the SA node. You understand? So the SA node is said to be what, the pacemaker of what, the heart. The other nodal cells are also capable of what, generating their own electrical impulses, but this is the case that their discharge is being controlled by this what, SA node. Hope you understand. So this SA node will send the electrical impulses to what, this AV node, and this AV node has few gap junctions. You understand? Let's look at some two features of the AV node. This AV node has what, few gap junctions and what, small diameter, and these features actually leads to what, slow conduction. So it is said that the conduction in the AV node is very slow, and this is for our own good. The conduction in the AV node is slow. This is just to allow the atrial chambers to contract before the ventricular what, chambers. So without the slow conduction in the AV node, that means the atrial chambers and the ventricular chambers are going to contract at the same time, which is very problematic. You understand? So the slow conduction in the AV node allows the atrial chambers to contract before what, the ventricular what, chambers. Hope you understand. So this AV node actually send the signals through this structure we call the bundle of His. Understand? So this SA node and AV node, they are responsible for what, stimulating the atrial chambers, and this AV node send the electrical impulses through this what, bundle of His, and this bundle of His actually divides into two to form what, the right bundle branch and what, the left bundle branch, and this right and left bundle branch actually stimulates what, the ventricular walls. They stimulate what, the ventricular walls, because they are being attached to what, the ventricular walls. You understand? And when they get to the lower part of the ventricles, they actually divide into small fibers we called the Purkinje fibers, and these Purkinje fibers also stimulate what, the ventricular walls. So when you come here, I said that the supply of atrium, or the nodal cells capable of what, stimulating the atrial chambers, are SA node and AV node, and the ones capable of what, stimulating the ventricles are Purkinje fibers and what, bundle branches. This bundle of His doesn't stimulate the ventricular what, chambers. It only serves as a means of what, conduction from what, the atrial chambers to what, the ventricular chambers. You understand? It serves as a means of conduction from what, the atrial chambers to what, the ventricular what, chambers. So this is all about the conduction system in the heart.